What is going on, guys? Welcome to the custom prospect draft for year number 2 for the Kansas City Royals franchise. So I'm actually doing this a little bit earlier today than I think I wanted to do. Actually, you know what? Looking at the community tab, I actually had this scheduled for 11. So you know what? I was right on target. The good thing, though, for those of you that might be joining maybe a little bit later, or you might be watching this as a video instead of actual doing the live stream. The good thing is guys, we had 17 people do the open submission for year number 2. So I think you guys all got in. So we got 17 people there that submitted. Plus we had 8 Patreon prospects. And as you guys know, for the wheel spins, those are guys who are going to be taken first. So we got 8 there, and we got 17 open submission responses. So that would be, what, 25? 25 players are going to come off the board, and we're going to determine where those players are going to go, number 1. And I'm going to share my screen here really quick, guys, because I do want you to be able to see what we got going on here. I will remove the email addresses so you can't see them, just so we can kind of talk about some of the guys that are going to be going first, show off who got in. And then, of course, we'll do the wheel spins here in just a moment. So I'm actually working on let's remove all of the emails. All right, we're good to go here to share the screen. So here are the people that got in. Let's do display. Yep, perfect. All right, so let me, can you guys see that okay? Can you see these names okay? Let me know in the chat. I've got it on my phone here too, so I can actually, I don't have to give away my stream key. We don't want that to happen. Can you guys see this all right? Let me know in the comments. I might have to zoom in just a little bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll zoom in just a little bit and see if you guys can see that. I think that might be a little bit better. Keneal says yes. All right, cool. I think Amazing Kook says, yes, we're here. Okay, CRK says yes. Maybe a bit of a zoom. Okay, all right, let's do 150. I think you guys can maybe see that. So this is from the open submission form. So as you guys know that are following this series, we do have custom prospects that get into the game. And if you want a chance and a shot at doing so, fill them out in the open submission form. Now, when the opening day hits for next season, so for year 3, that's when the new form will come out. So if you're really wanting to get into this series, that form will be available to you guys in the opening day games and opening day video. But here's who submitted their player. This will be 17 players up on the board. Now, if we had like 50, I'd probably think like, ooh, there's 30 teams. I got plus 20 at that point. Yeah, I got to figure out who I'm going to randomly choose. But we have Alex Severson, Doug. Matt, no last name for Doug. Matt Bartlett, Tay Demir, Trevor Mead, Stony Light, Carl Eppo, Ben Buss, Royce Arbois, Masamune Date, Brian Michaels, Gandalf Skraducci. That's perfect. Keegan Rose, Joshua Bankston, Liren Letterman, Eric Goldberg, Ariel Leibowitz. Interesting little group of names there for your customs. So these are the players that are going to be going first. Now, as you guys know, I actually do these in groups. So we got the $20 patrons will be going first because they are the best players up on the board, 75 A potential. So we've got Clayton Hodges, a first baseman, Elior Lederman as a starting pitcher, Braden Lee Roy as a right fielder / outfielder. Now, we had a couple people here that actually in the yellow that did not submit their patron prospects, so we actually have to remove these guys. And we are going to be deleting the selected rows. And this is actually who our patron prospects are. So we actually have 8. We have 8 total custom prospects. These guys, I wasn't sure who submitted them. I couldn't figure out who the email belonged to. So if you're watching this video, let me know. Let me know. I need to know where your player ranks, if he's a $20, a $10, a $5, or a $3. So I'm actually going to have you guys drafted, and maybe you'll be a diamond in the rough. So we'll go with the $20 patrons first. We'll do Hodges, Letterman, and Leroy to see where they're going to fall with the top 3 teams in the draft. And then we'll move to the $5 patrons because those would be the next tier. We don't have a $10 patron. And then we'll move to Paul Andrews and see where he's going. And that'll do it for the patron prospects. We'll move them. We'll move to the blankies. Move to the blank guys here next after Paul Andrews is drafted. Move to them, see where they're going to go. And then we're going to move to the open submission players. All right, sound good? I think we're good there. All right, so I need to back out of here real quick because I need to see. I need to give you guys access here. Got the patron submission open. Let's open a new tab. And we need to go to Royals franchise standings. Okay, so this is who's going to be drafting first, because they actually had the worst record in the league. 52 and 109 for the Pirates. Top 3 will be Pirates, Orioles, and Giants, sorted by losses: 109, 100, 97, 96, 95. So these are going to be the teams that potentially will draft you guys here today. And as you know, we'll normally do these with wheel spin. So I'm going to open up the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's find them. We got the Pirates here. Sweet. All right, cool. So that's who's on deck here. What do you say we got? What do you say we just get started, right? What do you say? Take a look at that comment section here, guys. Dalton Jet. Too bad he's going to end up on a cheek squad. Yeah, you know, that's the part of the thing, you know. The Kansas City Royals are playing some good baseball now, man. So it's tough. It's tough to watch, man. It's tough to watch. Okay, so we've got our 3 $20 patrons on the board. Let's see where these guys are going to go. It'd be hilarious if Elior Letterman is going to go to the Pirates, because then they'd basically be drafting a relative of Aiton Letterman, who won Rookie of the Year. Let's see what's going to happen here, guys. So it's going to be Braden Leroy. That's who's going to be going to the Pirates. So Braden Leroy will be drafted by the Pirates, and he is an outfielder. So we're going to mark him as done. And I'm going to go back here, and if any of you guys that are in the comment section here or in the live chat, if you want to, like, I don't know, write it in the comment section, like literally post it in the comment section, the draft results, that would be a huge help for me. That way I'm not having to go back and type it out. That would be a huge help. So I would appreciate that, guys. All right, so Hodges and Elior Letterman up next. We don't want that. Sorry. Whoops. I might have totally doxed some people. That's always the tough part. Okay, so who's next? Year 2. I'm just going to close out a Patreon there. Who's next? We got the Orioles and the Giants. So we're going to go to the Orioles. Orioles up next. So it's between Hodges and Letterman. It's going to be Letterman. Okay, all right. Letterman going to the O's. mark him as done. And then Clayton Hodges, we can just assume that that's going to be, you know, that's done and over with. So Hodges will end up going to the Giants. Hodges will go to the Giants. All right, Rockies, Reds, D-backs, Blue Jays, Rangers, all those guys are up next. Let's load them up. Got the Rockies next. And who are we looking at here now? We're looking at Graham Darling and Jake Mathis. Got a starting pitcher and a reliever up on the board who can also play shortstop. So I have not made these players yet. I need to know where they're going to go in order for me to make them. So we do have Jake Mathis, Jake Darling. And you know what? We might as well, because these are $5 patrons, we might as well throw in these other guys here too. How about that? Make it interesting, right? So we got 4 people up on the board for Colorado. Graham Darling, Jake Mathis, Robert Vexall, and Romello Rivera. Oh, that was tight. It's going to be Graham Darling. Graham Darling will go to the Rockies. I'm going to copy that. Starting pitcher. That's probably a good thing for the Rockies. All right, so now we're going to go with Jake Mathis. Who's next? Guys, who's next up on the board here? We got the Reds. The Reds have a selection. They're going to go with Robert Vexall. What position is Robert Vexall? He's a outfielder. Okay, so hey, they lost Tyler Naquin in this series, right? So that kind of makes sense. All right, Jake Mathis and Romello Rivera. And we are looking at the Diamondbacks. Next up would be the Blue Jays. Really, we don't, because there's 2 players left. Whoever's not selected will be going to the Blue Jays. And Jake Mathis is going to be taken by the D-backs. That means Romello Rivera will be taken by the Blue Jays. So Mathis is done. Romello Rivera is going to go to the Jays. And that leaves us with Paul Andrews as the lone $3 patron. He will end up going to the next team up on the list, which will be the Rangers. So we had Jake Mathis for the D-backs, Romello Rivera for the Blue Jays, and the Rangers will end up getting Paul Andrews. So that's going to take care of the top 8. So all 8 patrons have been drafted. And now we're going to move to the rest of the league. Marlins, A's, Indians, Phillies, Angels. We're going to actually move on from the patron list now. We're going to exit out of there. And we are going to copy up everybody on this list, guys. And we are going to have some fun with this one now because anything can happen now. Anything can happen. Let's see. We don't want that. Let's go Marlins, A's, Indians. Here we go. Let's see who they got. They would. The Miami Marlins select Gandalf Skraducci. Gandalf Skraducci. Nice. Copy that. Next up. We're not going to need this. Let's just put this over here so we have easy access. We got the A's coming up. Oakland Athletics. Moneyball. Probably going to be Doug number, right? Eric Goldberg, number 9. All right, Eric Goldberg will be taken by the Oakland Athletics. And I'll get you guys positions here really quick of what those 2 players were. Gandalf was a shortstop. And Goldberg was a center fielder, so a little outfield help there. All right, so we got the Indians next. AKA the Guardians. Masamune Date. That'll be the selection there, guys. So Masamune Date, the starting pitcher. That's actually pretty hilarious to me because now it seems like they're going with the Major League approach. You guys have ever seen that movie? Phillies next. Oh, wow. So it was going to be Tay Demir, but now it's Trevor Mead. Let's see what Trevor Mead was. Where's Trevor Mead? Tay Demir was a third baseman, but Trevor Mead was going to be an outfielder. Okay, all right. So interesting selection there for the Phillies. We're going to remove that. Let's keep on trucking, guys. Keep on trucking. Who we got next? Angels and Tigers will be next. Ooh, could have been Dougie. Could have been Dougie number. Matt Bartlett. Number 26. Tigers up next. Matt Bartlett would be a third baseman. All right, so Tigers are next. This might not be the most entertaining thing in the world for you guys, but I know that if you have a prospect here in this list, you're probably pretty anxious wondering where you guys are going to go. But we got Leron Letterman. I'm probably saying that really wrong. Leron. Aiton's going to have to let me know, but he is a starting pitcher, so Al Avila continuing to go aftering. What? Continuing to go after starting pitching. Interesting. White Sox next. Continually going aftering. New words. Ben Buss will be the man for the White Sox. And Benjamin Buss was a first baseman, third baseman. So interesting selection there. Do they believe in Andrew Vaughn or not? Next up, Mariners. We're almost done. This is literally what I see the live stream happening as, guys. I'm not going to go into the game and actually create players. Ooh, that's close. Oh, man. Alex Severson. It could have been Leibowitz, but instead it's Severson to the Mariners. Severson was a center fielder, shortstop. And that's going to bring us to the Red Sox. Could be a close one again. Oh, right on the line. Could have been Tay Demir, but Stony Light. Stony Light. Going to the Sox. The Boston Red Sox. Where's Stony Light here, guys? I'm missing him. I know I am. There he is. A reliever. So, I mean, no secondary position there. He throws lefty. So switch, they actually got it backwards. So switch hitter for S, but okay, so he throws lefty. Stony Light, taken by the Red Sox. Astros up next. My hated Astros. I'm thinking probably Leibowitz on this pick. That's where I'm going to go with. Nope, not even close. It's going to be Keegan Rose. Keegan Rose, selected by the Stros. Wow. It's kind of funny. Not going to lie. It's kind of funny. A little bit. Center fielder. A lot of outfielders in this round here, guys. A lot of outfielders. Let's go with the Braves next up. Yeah, it's going to be Tay Demir. Tay Demir. Going to the Bravos. I don't think we're going to get a custom. I don't think the Royals are... I don't think we're going to get one. Who's up next? Cardinals, Yankees, Brewers. Of course. Of course. I bet you whoever put this in was probably looking for, like, me. They're probably trying to put me in the game. And I have to go to the other Missouri team, right? Jeez, oh Pete's. All right, so Doug Blank going to the Cardinals. Maybe possibly a little bit of a rivalry there, but so that you guys know, the prospects here that are being selected, let's go to the questions real quick. The prospects that are being selected here are going to be the 60 overall C potential. This is what you get at a patron level. So $3 patron is a 60B, $5 patron is 65B, $10, 70B, $20, 75A. So anything other than 20, you get a B potential, and each tier gets knocked down by 5 overall points. So that's just something to consider if you ever wanted to. You know, it doesn't mean that you know, with how it's going, looks like everybody in that open submission is going to be selected. So, you know, Patreon, you know, you just get a little bit of a bump there. But let's go to the Yankees, my most hated team across the land. The freaking Yankees, man. The Skankies, I like to call them. All right. I think Matt Bartlett was selected, wasn't he? Did I forget to remove him? Carl Eppo. Carl Eppo. I think Bartlett was already taken, so I've got him marked down, so I need to remove him. Which means we've got Bankston, Leibowitz, Michaels, and Our Boys left to go. Brewers. Okay, so how many players we got left? We got 4 players left to go. We got Brewers, Rays, Twins, Royals. Okay, so we're going to get the last custom prospect on the board here today. So we'll see where this player is going to go. Who the Royals going to take? Who the Royals going to take? We're at the mercy of all the other teams above us here. So let's go to the Brewers. Josh Bankston. And Josh Bankston going to the Brew Crew. What is Josh Bankston? Josh Bankston is a first baseman. Ah, man, that stinks. We needed a first baseman. Now, we could get Leibowitz here as a shortstop first. Probably make him a primary first baseman. Maybe Our Boys would be our guy, too. Royce. Yeah. Got to consider that. Actually, it's shaping up pretty good for us. You got Brian Michaels here, third, first. You got Leibowitz who can play first. Our Boys is third, first. So yeah, I think we might be all right. Who's next? Rays, Twins, and Royals. Of course, the Twins are gonna screw us, aren't they? Being right ahead of us. Oh, that would happen. Royce, Our Boys, going to the Rays. All right, next up, Twins, and then we won't need to do this. But Twins are up next. I'm kind of hoping for Leibowitz because I like his name. I'm kind of hoping for Leibowitz that comes over here. Come on, keep going. Keep going! What? Oh, man, let's go. It had to be right on the line. Oh, my God. It had to be right on the freaking line. Brian Michaels going to go to the Twins. And just to cap this baby off, we've got Leibowitz. No. A in Leibowitz. Leibowitz. I just like his name. I think that's cool. All right, so the Royals will get Ariel Leibowitz, and that's going to be a 60 overall C potential player, as all of the open submissions are. And that's going to do it tonight, guys, or today, I should say. It's only 11:30 here in Michigan. And I thought it was a solid little live stream here. That's really all I wanted to do today with you guys for this live stream. I don't technically have a lot of time today. Family stuff. We're going to be busy today, so I wanted to just. This is why I scheduled this on the weekend. Little stream you could do in the morning, have some fun with the chat, and then over the weekend, the rest of the weekend, I can go in now and I can take a look at your guys' specifications here, like Ben Buss, first, third, 6'2", 230, contact power. So I'm actually going to go in and start making these guys. You guys gave me a nice little backstory here, what he should look like, Chris Bryant's stance. So actually, let's pop over to the Elgato side of things. So let's look at really quick, like a guy like Ben Buss. Now, Dalton, you're gonna have to let me know because I think you were keeping track of that. So where did Ben Buss go? Where did Ben Buss go to? Do you recall? Buss went 15 by the looks of it. So pick 15 would have been the White Sox. So if we go to the White Sox here really quick, I'll end up like sorting by age. And there's actually a custom prospect there, Peter DeWolf. But I believe this guy, like Walter Shinho, 56B, would be a guy that I might take over. But it depends on what Buss is. I think he's an infielder. He's first and third. So this guy, like Clifford Fairley, he's never, even with that A potential, he's never going to make it. So I'd probably take this guy and rework him. You could probably rework this guy like Ray Gutierrez, but he's got a B in 61, so I would be kind of doing the White Sox dirty a little bit. Maybe Lance Winters would be got the perfect guy, actually. So he's a 57B. If he was an A potential at 57, I might not mess with him, but as a first baseman already, 20 years old, 57B, this would be the guy that they drafted this season and signed him up on contract. So now that we're in the offseason, I can go ahead and I can mess with him. And we can just create Ben Buss from here, right? So here's Ben. Oh, shoot. Ben Buss. Perfect. There you go. So we might mess with his age. Depending on the backstory that you guys gave, he might be 18 years old. I don't know, so I'll have to figure that out. But first base, third base was his primary position, so we'll change if he throws lefty or righty, where he's from. Then, of course, going into the motions and batting stance creator. He said he wanted Chris Bryant, so I'll look through here, find Chris Bryant. Ooh, where's Chris Bryant? There he is. Okay. So there you go. And then I'll alter the attributes too to kind of fit where you're supposed to be. And again, with your open submission players, you're going to be a C potential. But normally with that C potential, I won't give you a 75 or a C or a 70 right there. I'll give you like a 78. So it's kind of leaning towards being a little bit better than you're supposed to be. So Ben Buss right there. Again, he's not totally created yet, but just so you guys can understand the process here. So it's going to take me some time to make these players, and so I do have to create your Patreon prospects, make sure that I get them right, and then of course your open submission players. So a total of how many players here? 25 players that I have to make for the series. I could probably get that done in an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So I'll probably try to work on that maybe tonight. Might take until Sunday. Basically what I'm telling you guys is I don't anticipate a Royals episode coming until like midweek next week. So I'll reveal to you guys, I'll give you a preview of your players. I'll give you like a little screenshot of your player. talk about the draft process again so people know that are new to the series might not understand how it works. So I'll talk about that in the intro of next season. We'll do a little spring training action, see what guys are doing something, and then, of course, getting into opening day action for year number 3. So that's what it looks like. That's what's to expect, probably again by midweek. And that's all I got for you guys today. So appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, or today. I'm so used to live streaming at night. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, and enjoy the rest of your weekend if I don't see you in the other uploads over the weekend. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching, and peace.